and Courier for the grand final.
Thank you very much, Yummy. As for me, I just like big balls, and I tell you what, that's what they're going to be playing with today. My name is Derek, and next to me is Courier Lord, and this could be my last Rocket League cast ever as of now. But we are moving into the grand final, and Pale Horse have already created the upset, Courier.
Coming through in that lower bracket, running the whole way now to fight Chiefs again. I'm going to be really surprised if they don't do better than last time and really take them to the edge.
This is a grand final we did not expect. We thought it was going to be Chiefs taking on Jam. But Pale Horse have come through convincingly enough, and although, yes, Chiefs get that game advantage in the grand final, Pale Horse has still the opportunity to surprise us once again and take out the first seed and the first prize.
And they're running with so much momentum as well. They had that 5-game win streak, lost one, and then continued to stomp forward. Yep. And hopefully they can keep running this through, adapting as they go when they take on Chiefs.
I guess the question is how they're feeling after that, because they came backstage and they're like, we're just going to have a bit of fun with this one, guys. You know, we've already got the RLCS spot. Have a bit of fun because we are at a disadvantage, but I feel like Pale Horse having fun, it might be okay.
It definitely takes some of the stress off. They're a team that ended up going down into the lower bracket pretty much right away and then started from 2 games behind in the lower bracket and had to do the reverse sweep and then go into Jam, and they still kept composure the whole time. Every time they came backstage, it was like, how you guys feeling? And they're just all smiles and cheery the entire time. No stress, and that's what you need against Chiefs.
Remember the difference there, ladies and gents, $8,250 US for first place, and in second you get $5,000 US. That is a difference of $3,250, and that is quick maths at the ready there. Courier, how do Pale Horse start kicking Chiefs' ass?
Well, Pale Horse going up against Chiefs, it's going to be about intercepting those guys hard. Because Chiefs individually are astounding players. We talked Torsos up the entire competition.
We did.
All of those players on Chiefs have absurdly high saves, absurdly high number of shots, and an absurdly high shot percentage. Pass plays, not as much. Their pass percentage, significantly lower.
Whereas on Pale Horse, they've got something going at the moment. It's the element of, well, it's not the element of surprise, is that you just watch them play like games in a row.
Yeah, they have Kami and Kia who do those insane team combos. And now we have CJ just popping off like crazy, stomping out that last game and showcasing his talent.
And now for anyone who has just joined us and into the grand finals we are about to go, Chiefs came through in the upper bracket. So naturally they get that 1-game advantage. So when we do jump in, it'll be 1-0 to Chiefs, and Pale Horse will have to fight from a leg down. But it is only 1 game. The difference of 1 game today has been barely slight. So if Pale Horse do find themselves in that momentum, in that feeling of power, then Pale Horse will take yet another game and maybe surprise us once again. Courier, we are about to jump into our final series of the day. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us as we do move into Pale Horse taking on Chiefs. The grand final here live at PAX. Pale Horse taking on the Chiefs.
Going for that first seed at RLCS, dictating if you're versing NA or EU. It's going to be a hard fight for both Chiefs and Pale Horse, wanting to get that top slot.
Pale Horse just came off a celebratory moment against Jam Gaming. Chiefs, they've had time to sit and rest. Is it going to be enough? Very different play styles from both teams, but that 1-game advantage for the Chiefs could work out as Trippe has found the breakaway. Kia leaving that ball to chance. Will not find the goal for the Chiefs.
Yeah, Trippe not having enough boost to follow that up and finish out that goal, leading to that early lack of goals that they're really going to feel bad for later.
Yeah, exactly right. Chiefs still pushing, however, and Trippe will receive the ball. Big wide pass over to Jake, but he's already rotated back. Kami unable to find the demo, and so far so good for Pale Horse as they find their first shot. Pushing Chiefs into that corner they love doing.
Yes, Pale Horse are so fast off the ground. That's how they won all those games through league play. And Jake, the reactive tyrant in the back, was ready for them.
You see a couple of balls missed there, however, and Pale Horse, they are playing comfortably. They said they're going to have fun. And Kami, that's more than fun. That's really pushing it to the limit. Dribbles coming through from Pale Horse Esports. But how long have they left Chiefs to recover their boost?
Kami passing it over to Torsos, who's now going to try run it forward, but Pale Horse defense has been strong throughout the day, holding back Scylla.
The ball's just going to hit up right in front of net. Who's going to hit it? Pale Horse. It's an opening, but Trippe recovers it. Kieran, CJ, they're waiting back into defense. So far, no goal has been scored, but Torsos will not get the goal. CJ, great defense.
And getting the demo to boot as he dribbles it up this side of the pitch, making an opening for his team, who are going to build that backboard pressure and a bump to stop the backboard defense.
I mean, even though they're down a game, you think this is so close. Chiefs unable to score that first goal, but off the backboard now, they should be able to find some openings. Also some Drippe, not going to find that ball. In fact, Kia follows it through. Chiefs have gone back onto the defense looking for that one big clear so they can start it all again. But for Pale Horse, they know Drippe's missed it. The ball bouncing over the top. Jake saves it. Kia's still up. We're not done just yet. Pale Horse get the first goal in the grand final.
Each of them slowly working their way past that Chiefs defense. CJ leading the charge and Kia to finish. That is a great setup. That 3-touch play.
Pale Horse got to be happy with that. They came in saying they're going to have some fun. But this is some punishment. This is the more than fun career. They're bringing their A game.
We may see that early demo there from Kia allowing them to break through this defense. But after a 3-0 sweep from the first match, they have brought their A game and are sticking it right to Chiefs.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a 3-0 sweep. That was at the start of the day. The Pale Horse we know now in the grand final are very, very different. They're the Pale Horse who we've seen throughout league play, who we've seen in the off-season, who took down Jam Gaming. You see a Pale Horse where dreams have been made today, and they're looking to continue that on.
Pale Horse, the metaphor for death, so appropriate as they're taking down professional league teams one at a time. And at the end of the run, Chiefs Esports Club.
Fantastic setup there, Pale Horse. Be careful, Drippe.
CJ not getting the touch he wants there, but Torsos with a setup that was hard to deny. Drippe to finish.
Yeah, Drippe cleaning that one up nicely for Chiefs, taking it one apiece, 2 minutes remaining. Pale Horse, behold, they are now equalized once again by Chiefs.
Quick start off from Chiefs, passing it into Pale Horse's side. 2 players playing the offensive, but Kami up quick.
Kami's up. Here in CJ playing around the wing as well, but Torsos instantly responds. The defense is pushed out quite nicely from Pale Horse, and Jake will not be happy with that clear as CJ brings it back over to this left wing. As the ball bounces back and forth, Pale Horse still find themselves in a favourable position now on the offense, exactly where they want to be. CJ, that's a great angle, and the setup there from Pale Horse, saved by Chiefs and the side post.
Scary moment there for Chiefs. Drippe forcing to rotate back after his heavy cheat forward. They're now turning it back on Pale Horse, trying to get revenge for that last 30 seconds.
Chiefs now back into defense, but instantly a clear. Kia, lucky he was there. He's going to hit it off the corner and direct it over to his friend Kami. Kami having such a great series before against Jam, looking to do the same against Chiefs. The setup again, really putting on the pressure into Chiefs, but they've found the counter-attack.
Torsos, what a flip over as well. Reads it straight from the middle of the pitch. Jake having a little laugh with it there too. What a way to take a lead with only 52 seconds left.
Great start for the Chiefs. It's looking pretty dire as Pale Horse kick things off with a bang, but now Chiefs Esports Club looking fantastic. 50 seconds remaining and a 1-goal advantage could be enough for them to take out a second game. Remember that 1-game advantage is going to mean so much for them moving forward. Drippe setting it up again, and Chiefs, they've continued the attack with only 40 seconds remaining.
Pale probably not too stressed. They've played from a two-game disadvantage before. They came up against Scylla and did that cheeky reverse sweep. So now they may have to do it again.
Oh, not good enough from CJ. Chief Kaplan, big there for number 3.
Another strong showing there from Chiefs, locking out this game, giving themselves that comfortable 2-0 lead.
28 seconds. Pale Horse had a really good start to this grand final. A very, very good start. 30 seconds remaining. And 25 as we count down. Chiefs have pretty much taken this game.
It's about locking it in, making sure you've got that all locked down. Throw away the key. Drippe is coming in with that nice old 4-1.
And for the grand finals, you can see why the Chiefs are here. You can see why they're such a powerful mob. Against Pale Horse Esports, I mean, it was a dominating performance today. Although Pale Horse found their opening in the earlier series, they never managed to take a game away. 10 seconds now. Pale Horse finding one. That's a good response from CJ.
As we want to see, getting re-energized back into the game. Good communication coming out between the goals from CJ to the rest of his team. They're going to be planning going into the next match.
Well, 10 seconds. There's not too much Pale Horse can do here. It's going to rely on a lot of pressure at this kickoff and a lot of luck as well. But for Pale Horse, it could be a good response, good for the morale coming into game number 3. For Chiefs, though, they're just having a field day. AAA unable to finish it, but Chiefs will take another game.
Pretty cool pass play that almost got them another goal in the nick of time, but they didn't need it. They had a clean win ahead of them.
Well, Chiefs looking pretty comfortable there, ready to take out first seed, but for Pale Horse, I mean, there was a lot more fight than we saw in the series earlier in the day.
Oh, yeah.
This is a team that, remember, took down Jam Gaming convincingly as well.
Well, this game they had the same number of shots. In the first time they faced each other, it was a clean sweep of 3-0 in favor to Chiefs. So they've definitely come back, and they've forced Chiefs back into their normal rotation, which is something that we didn't see in their first match.
Exactly right, and I think Chiefs having this one-game advantage as well for them, it just creates that extra layer of comfortability. For Pale Horse, of course, they're not going into this giving up before they've even begun, but they are sort of having fun. They're going, look, earlier in the day, they beat us, but we just beat Jam Gaming, so they can feel comfortable knowing that they're on a new level than they were like 2 hours ago.
Isn't that a great feeling as well? You come into this competition, you haven't done an RLCS league play before, you come in hard, you make it all the way through to league play, equal the same number of match wins as every single other team that comes in the top 4, and then push all the way into the grand finals. That's a great start and a great showing.
Well, no one's expecting them to be here. Right now, Pale Horse being on that stage is a huge surprise to, I'm sure, a lot of people in the audience here today. And for everyone watching from home, Pale Horse were the underdogs coming through. Going up against Jam Gaming, yes, they've beaten them in the past. They've put on an impressive display in the past, but we didn't expect them to be here. So in the grand final now, Pale Horse had the opportunity to create yet another upset. They have to start beating Chiefs.
They beat Scylla from a 2-game deficit, and they can go for it again with Chiefs, and that would really lock down the growth this team has had.
That's right. Chiefs now pushing off strong. Pale Horse, the ability to try and push this counter-attack. Jake has a good shot. Kia hits the crossbar. Trippe trying to finish it down or hit the backboard. We need the striker from Chiefs to come through, but unable to do so. Quick demolition. CJ dribbles the ball, but will not find it.
Yeah, Jake taking out their only passing potential, allowing Chiefs to gain a little bit more control, but the pass, not quite what they wanted. Scary moment for Chiefs.
Messy moment for Chiefs is back as Pale Horse trying to push through their line of defense. 4 minutes 10 remaining, and already Pale Horse still having the same kind of effect they did last game. But Chiefs, they're still pushing up. They're looking for the goal. And in convincing fashion, they're trying to take this best of 7 to a 4-0. And at least game 3 is looking good so far.
Strong stuff. Both of the teams having to really fight to this ball and control. We are seeing such a different Pale Horse from their earlier series today.
CJ tries to dribble the ball past, but Trippe will recover it. Now Kami and Kia, they wait back. Torso commits with the ball. Jake's here as well. Has the shot. Kia just drifts it on up to CJ. But for Chiefs, that ball's looking pretty good right now. They will receive it in defense. They'll use the speed on it as well. Trippe brings it back on down.
Slowing the pace of the game down, getting themselves ready for this counter-attack, and it's successful. Chiefs putting that away. High fives are coming out too. Not just quietly confident, these guys are cheering.
What a setup as well from Chiefs. They've been consistent all throughout the day. They have found themselves in a favorable position right now. And ever since taking those last 2 games against Jam, you can see now that Chiefs, they're in their mindset, they're in the zone. And Torsos has definitely switched on.
And when he switches on, he's a terrifying beast to behold. One of the strongest players in OCE, rocking a keyboard to boot. You don't want to be facing that guy at the end of the pitch.
Chiefs back again once in front of Pale Horse's goal. Shots to front and center. CJ great on the defense today. But here we go. It's Kami. Backs against the wall. 3 minutes remaining. Chiefs still up that goal, but Pale Horse unable to get out of defense, it feels.
Pushing forward, but unfortunately Drippe ready for that intercept, stopping them where they go. No large clears, forcing them to go through aerials.
In the air, Kami just for himself. Kia, nice touch. Denied away by Drippe. Shots still coming out left, right, and center from Pale Horse. Kami back into the driver's seat. Gonna wait for the ball. Patience, big key here for Pale Horse, but Jake has set it up. Drippe, Chiefs are going at it again. Still pushing Pale Horse back.
Kia intercepting the shot, no clear for them. Trying another attempt into the corner of the Pale Horse side. And we're going to see Torsos go for potentially a demo, building pressure.
This is the grand final. This is the difference between a huge check and the first seed at RLCS. The Throwdown Rocket League OCE Championship live at PAX is getting closer and closer to finding its victor, and right now it's looking like the Chiefs, but maybe not. Demolition's there. The ball comes to a standstill right in front of goal, and Kia finds it.
They close it out. First they take down a Chiefs player, then they take the goal to boot, bringing it back to that one apiece. This is Pale Horse's time to turn it round.
They've pulled themselves back in game number 3. They've got it to 1 apiece, and there's a minute 45 remaining.
Quick start, both of them going for that early push off the kickoff. Torsos running straight in, allowing Kami to go for the clear.
Right, so now Chiefs Esports, is this going to affect them? Maybe it is. Kia, Pale Horse, this is what they were looking for.
Wanting to start that reverse sweep Scylla style, taking it all the way, taking the third game.
Well, Courier, however, there is still a minute 35 remaining. It is 1 goal, and with the way Chiefs have been playing, it feels like they're not out just yet. To say a reverse sweep, we could be looking at that, but first, to be a believer in Pale Horse, you have to look at their day. And then suddenly, I'm doing it again as Chiefs equalize.
These teams so evenly matched, going goal for goal every time an opportunity comes up. The defense strong early game, and now taking a little bit more risks and resulting in bigger plays.
Like we said, can't count Chiefs out because they've been so dominant in the start of this series. Pale Horse Esports still struggling to find a very open window here against the Chiefs, but they're still attacking. They're not giving up just yet. A minute 20 remaining. CJ and Kami. Bit of a duo there. Torsos is going to dribble the ball. Nicely done. Over the top. Jake unable to secure the ball. Safely hit out. But Drippe, he's still going for it. The ball is just waiting in front of that goal.
Kami getting the first save. CJ coming in for the second, but Torsos is saying, will you find a third? Because I want to keep building that pressure.
That's right. Chiefs are going to continue, like you said. That pressure is so big for them right now. 50 seconds remaining, and another game that could add to the first seed of RLCS, the champion of Throwdown's Rocket League OCE Championship. Our 4th season to end the year off strong. Will it be Chiefs, who have been so dominant throughout the year already? Drippe, nicely done.
Jake taking out the defense with a demo, allowing that nice, easy dribble straight into the goals from Drippe.
Well, 30 seconds remaining, and Pale Horse, after being a goal up, have now fallen behind 1 themselves. And things looking pretty good for the Chiefs right now as they're looking to take game 3.
They are the land boys of OCE, not yet to drop a throwdown land. So, will they continue on in their great race and go that 4-0?
Well, Pale Horse still showing signs of pressure, and CJ meets with Jake, and Jake will keep the dream of game 3 alive.
Dribbling it up, getting past one defender, but not the second. CJ going on the offense, creating some backboard pressure.
CJ lets the ball bounce down to the Chiefs members. 8 seconds remaining, and Drippe trying to dribble it. They're playing super defensive here. Pale Horse, one last play in Game 3 Grand Finals, but that ball touches the ground, and Chiefs are 1 step closer to being your Rocket League OCE champion.
It is so hard to go up against Chiefs when they get that lead on you. Drippe, 6 shots and 3 goals through the Pale Horse defense. And on the flip side, again, Chiefs, one of the best saving teams in the region too.
And right now, I'm looking down, I'm wondering who is going to be taking the Rocket League OCE Championship trophy. The Chiefs are 1 step closer. They've got what it takes to take this bad boy away, and $8,250 US. If you've been to the stock exchange, if you know what money is, you know that's like 11K.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of dollary dues, man.
Oof.
It's going to be a big day for these guys if they can take out the next game. If not, we should be looking at Pale Horse to start surprising us and start making us wonder.
And they started stepping up. We saw CJ in the last series against Jam start popping off, allowing them to get that big comeback. And before he did as well, his team, Kia and Kami, leading to that 5-game win streak.
Yep.
And 5-game win streak is something they could really go for right now.
I feel like I shouldn't have touched this trophy because now it's got fingerprints all over it, and hand it to whoever wins this grand final, and they're just going to be... it's disgusting. Thank you so much. My sweaty, grimy hands. We are but minutes away, seconds away even, from jumping into our last game. It is 3-0 for the Chiefs. They started with a 1-game advantage, and it looks like it paid off for them. They came through in the upper bracket. They've had a very big day, and they're looking to take first seed. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're a Chiefs supporter right now, you're thinking, they're looking pretty good. They are 3-0 over Pale Horse. And Pale Horse looking to find an advantage immediately in game number 4. They look like they've done it off the backboard. CJ, the first goal of this game. He looks for the double tap. Kia starts it off. So close. But Pale Horse unable to find the clincher.
Chiefs defense so strong. The backboard was touched over and over. But unfortunately for them, Pale Horse couldn't get it through because the Chiefs do not surrender goals.
4 minutes 30, it's only 30 seconds each of these games. I'm counting the time because it just feels like so many opportunities have been hit. Chiefs Esports getting the demolition. This is their moment. Trippe pops it up. Unfortunately, Pale Horse, well, unfortunately for Chiefs, they don't find the goal. But now for Pale Horse, they're pushing forward once again. CJ, the angle is right, but there's no speed.
CJ having to look for boost, but his teammate's already taken the ball closest to him, forcing him to rotate back, allowing Chiefs to take possession.
3 minutes 50. CJ meets with Trippe. Kia back into defense. Jake hits the air, and immediately Chiefs are pressing the go button once again. For Pale Horse Esports, this is an opportune moment for them to start putting on pressure. Chiefs are starting to show signs of weakness. What have they got?
Jake is what they have. He's coming through with big bumps in the air. 2 demos that have led to goals this series as well. He is the man that is now confidently destroying the backbone of Pale, allowing those goals to come through.
I mean, Pale Horse is still holding to that regard. They're still holding to the strengths that we've seen them today here at the Rocket League OCE Championship. But for Chiefs, they are holding the pressure even better, and they are finding opportune moments. There are 3 minutes left in game number 4, and so far, no goals.
Trippe getting over Kia, allowing himself to take the ball into Pale Horse's corner. Cheeky little move there by Kami does allow him to get a little bit of relaxation as they push forward.
He's going to get bumped out of the way by Torsos. Chiefs not done just yet. Trippe looking for the instep onto Kia. Kia comes out of the left wing now. Kami's there as well. Pale Horse, we're going to find the first goal in game number 4, but unfortunately, they're not McLovin. All the players that are coming through as Trippe deceives. Chiefs are still playing hard to get, and Pale Horse not sure how they feel, but right now, a little bit disheartened as Chiefs are starting to break through. And Trippe has shown the weakness is there. Great pump.
Living inside Pale Horse's corner, we saw them slowly moving, inching their way forward towards the goal until Trippe found the shot and put it right through.
With that one goal, Chiefs could be taking away the grand final in a 4-0 victory. And what a convincing grand final it would be against Pale Horse. Right now for the Chiefs, close call, but unfortunately not going to come through. Kia is going to be trying to push on in as well, and the Chiefs have to deal with Kami. Trippe gets it out of there, clears it away, but Kia starting to put on the tempo. The advantage coming through for Pale Horse. We see how strong they are in the defense, and we see how Chiefs are pushing at them out, but are struggling to deal with the offense.
Torsos now having the opportunity, getting it past Kami, allowing that pass round and getting them some breathing room before Trippe continues the offense.
Well, interestingly enough, back on the defense for Pale Horse is not where they want to be, but still good stuff from Chiefs. Still good attacking. I think a minute 30 remaining, ladies and gentlemen. Chiefs are holding strong here, and Pale Horse struggling to find anything. Kami would dodge the bump. He now pushes upfield and is ready to come through. Watch him closely as he misses the ball. Chiefs deal with CJ, but the ball is still with him around the corner. This is the moment for Pale Horse to find their comeback, to find their attack, because time is running out here. They need to find that pass play that they're so well known for.
Intercepts are coming out from Chiefs to stop those pass plays, though. And Jake, being so reactionary, waits back in the wing and creates room and then destroys the aggression of Pale.
That shot almost went in as well. Another goal would seal the deal for Chiefs. But here we go. Pale Horse get one on the board.
That two-man aerial pass play, setting it up, unable to be stopped. Chiefs trying their best, but when you have a setup like that, God, it's hard.
But Pale Horse Esports is exactly what they needed. 45 seconds remaining. Chiefs, are they going to be clinching this way 4-0, or a Pale Horse going to put up a challenge and start messing with their heads?
They did say they never like to win an easy game. 3-0 deficit is definitely the way to go about it.
Chiefs now, 35 seconds remaining. Drippe hits it around the corner, and this is going to gain so much control for Chiefs. You can see Pale Horse are really pushing up. CJ, and Kia trying to force this grand final into more than just 4 games, into more than just a Chiefs victory. But Drippe says, get the heck away!
Finding the hole with that big pass play out of Chiefs. We're seeing the smile out from Drippe as well as they push forward with only 22 seconds left on the clock.
And what a moment from the Chiefs. They are 22 seconds away from taking the Rocket League OCE Championship, from taking the grand final, from taking that cash prize and going to the RLCS.
And with them, Pale Horse 2, RLCS representing OCE. These are our champions.
But Chiefs are the grand champion, Korea. You have to look at who comes through, not just yet, but one last play from Pale Horse Esports. Chiefs controlling this defense. And as this ball gets closer and closer, the victory goal. Ladies and gentlemen, the Chiefs are your Rocket League OCE Championship for Season 4. They'll be first seed going to RLCS, and they will take home $8,250.
Now make some noise for them in the audience. This is Chiefs Esports Club.
They have been performing.